Welcome to the AI Research Roundup. I'm Alex. Today we're looking at a paper trending on X, published on February 19th, 2026, about 6 days ago. It presents a new optimization framework that successfully combines the matrix structure benefits of the Muon optimizer with the noise resilience of Atom. The paper is titled Atom Improves Muon, Adaptive Moment Estimation with Orthogonalized Momentum. And as we'll see later, the implications for stabilizing large model training are quite significant. Alright, Figure 1 details the hyperparameter sweep for the GPT-2124M model. The plots track training and validation loss on the vertical axis against the learning rate on the horizontal axis. Notice how the NAMO and NAMO-D curves, shown in blue and orange, dip significantly lower than the Atom W and Muon baselines. Because these basins are also much wider, it indicates the proposed methods are more robust to hyperparameter choices. So, using those optimal rates, Figure 2 presents the full 50,000-step pre-training trajectory for the 124 million parameter model. The left panel plots training loss, while the right panel shows validation loss. In both charts, the green dotted line for Atom W sits highest, meaning it performs worst, followed by Muon in red. But notice how the orange NAMO-D curve eventually dips below the blue NAMO line, achieving the best overall performance, because its neuron-wise adaptation becomes more effective as training matures. Well, Table 1 details the exact settings that unlock those results. It lists the optimal hyperparameters found via grid search for both the 124 million and 355 million parameter models. A striking detail is that NAMO and NAMO-D operate with learning rates roughly 10 times larger than Atom W or Muon, sitting around 0.01 instead of 0.001. Also, for NAMO-D, the clamping parameter C needs adjustment as we scale up, moving from 0.1 for the smaller model to 0.9 for the larger one. Alright, applying those optimal settings, Figure 3 displays the pre-training results for the larger GPT-2355 million parameter model. The left panel plots training loss, while the right tracks validation loss over 10,000 steps. Consistent with the smaller model, the green dotted curve for Atom W lags significantly behind, followed by Muon in red. The real standout is the orange dashed line for NAMO-D, which edges out the blue NAMO curve to achieve the lowest loss, confirming that its finer-grained neuron-wise adaptation scales successfully to larger networks. So, while the previous figures visualized the trajectories, Table 2 lists the final training and validation losses at termination. Looking at the 124 million parameter model columns, NAMO-D achieves the lowest validation loss of roughly 3.02, beating Atom W at 3.06. Shifting to the larger 355 million parameter model, the trend holds firmly. Here, NAMO-D again secures the best performance, edging out NAMO and showing a clear gap compared to the Muon and Atom W baselines, which confirms that neuron-wise noise adaptation scales effectively. Wrapping up, the big takeaway is that integrating orthogonalized momentum with principled noise adaptation creates a much more robust optimizer for large models. NAMO, and especially NAMO-D, outperform standard baselines, suggesting that future training runs could be both more stable and efficient. That's it for this episode of the AI Research Roundup. I'm Alex, thanks for listening.